Hi, Geoff here from GCT Property. Just catching up with a recent client of mine, Sean. So, interstate investor from Sydney, bought a few months ago a property up here in Queensland, Southeast Queensland, and we're just going to review and have a bit of a chat about how Sean found the service when we sourcing the property, the other associated sessions, and really how the journey went. So, how did you find everything that we offered, Sean?
Oh, Geoff, great to meet you again. Really, thank you so much for finding me this positive cash flow property. Being in Sydney, I needed someone who could be my eyes and ears in Queensland. In the beginning, I guess for myself, I've never engaged a buyer's advocate, and I initially thought of doing it myself. But after engaging yourself, and I was more than delighted to get the property that I wanted.
Fantastic. So a little bit of a market update for any of those that are watching what's happening. Sean's actually bought on the Gold Coast. We discussed different locations and property types, and it was a house purchase. And how's the value gone since you purchased at the purchase price, Sean?
Yeah, so the property that I bought was in Queensland, near the Gold Coast. As I said, I didn't know the area too well. Geoff was a subject matter expert around that area. He could tell me which suburbs to buy and which ones had potential for growth. And within the 12 months, under 12 months, it's actually grown to 65K profit. So you know what, I'm over the moon, and it's a positive cash flow property. So for me, it's a win-win.
Fantastic. A lot of growth here happening here in Southeast Queensland. A lot of demand for property, and I think it was a great purchase. And in terms of, so 65K equity gain under 12 months, and that's according to RP data, which are very conservative sort of figures. And in terms of the rental, Sean, how did you find the property manager that I recommended?
Yeah, so the property manager that you recommended was wonderful. She basically found a client within 3 weeks after we put the property on the market, and these tenants have still been with me, and they're basically looking after the property as if it was my own property. So it was fantastic. It's a good recommendation, and even the process to get after the property was actually purchased was even better. You gave me the right contacts to do pre-inspections, and as you actually yourself went to the property and actually inspected it. And before you knew it, we found the property that I wanted. As I said, there's always that apprehension in the beginning, but it was good for you to allay my concerns and actually finally narrow it down to one property that we bought.
Fantastic. And the good news, Sean, about the rental figure, there's a severe shortage of rental accommodation in Southeast Queensland. Your property is on the Gold Coast in Coomera, and there's a huge shortage. We've just recently purchased another property ourselves and rented a property very similar to yours up the road, rented within 1 day of going live on realestate.com through the same property by about $85 a week higher than you're getting. So when your lease comes up for renewal, which is going to be very shortly for your new tenants, that's a great news. So your positive income property will be even stronger in terms of cash flow. Our property, as I mentioned, leased within 24 hours of going live before the property inspection. So you definitely bought in a high demand.
Oh, thanks, Geoff. That was, as I said, it's been good. As I said, if I had done it myself, I definitely wouldn't have found this property. So thanks to you, I actually got something that I can leave it in the background, and it can actually work for myself. So it's good. Thank you.
Oh, great. Thank you, Sean, for your kind words. It's been a great to catch up. I know we've both been very busy this year and been a challenging year, but it's great to see a successful story as an investor. And I honestly believe your property will be a very good long-term performing asset and showing great returns within 12 months. Any other investors that are watching, that's certainly a good story. And just a bit of feedback from a client that's gone through the service, and we've had lots of conversations when we were looking about property and making offers and deciding, Sean. So it was a great relationship to have, and building your property, adding to your property portfolio. And for Sean, when you're able to travel up to Queensland, which is going to be within a very short time, actually, look forward to meeting you in person and at some point.
Thanks, Geoff.
Cheers. See you next time.
Yeah, bye.